Today I am 10 years sober. What have I learned so far in my 10 years of sobriety? Well, I think the most important thing that I have learned is that change is possible. If I was able to change, so can you. So if you're looking at this video, listening to this podcast, and thinking, how can I change? Can I change at all? I'm here to tell you that there's hope because I'm just a short, bald Guatemalan who was able to change his life for the better. I mean, 10 years ago, I was just a blackout drunk with no direction. I was on a path of self destruction and I was able to change my ways. And so I'm here to tell you that one of the most important things that I have learned so far is that yes, you can change. Yes, there's hope. And if you're thinking about like maybe doing a change in your life or you're looking at this video, listening to this podcast for some kind of hope, I'm here to tell you that, yeah, you can change. And that's the other thing that I want to talk about this 10 years. What I have learned is that unfortunately, change is possible, but only you can change it. Only you can change your life. When I was 10 years ago, when I was in the worst shape of my life and I was making the wrong decisions, I was just a blackout drunk, I decided that I needed to change. And me, only I was able to change me. So I'm here to tell you that the other thing that I learned so far is that yes, you could change, but only you can change. Nobody else can change you. It has to come from you. When I was, a blackout drunk, I started to believe in myself. I started to loving myself, and that's how I started to change. I wanted to change because I wanted to be better. I wanted to not be the piece of shit that I was, and that's the thing that I want you to know that change is possible, but only you can change, and don't change for anybody else. Just change for you. Start loving yourself and start thinking that you are worth it, that you can change, that you will change, and only you are able to take those steps to become a better person. Take those steps to become a better you. So change is possible. Only you could change. And the other thing that I have learned is that change is hard. It is so hard. If you are listening to this or watching this, you know that you cannot just change out of nowhere. It's going to take you steps. It's going to take you for you to fail so many times. I wanted to change. I wanted to quit drinking like I think 2 years before I actually quit drinking. I knew I had a problem. I just didn't know how to solve it. And I started trying different things like quit one day and then I couldn't do it, or quit for somebody else and then it wasn't the right thing. So it took me 2 years to figure out that I needed to change. And the way I started doing it is because I started to believe in myself. I started to love myself. I started to make little changes. I stopped blaming everybody for my problems. I started to take responsibilities. And, that's the thing that it's not easy. Even if you just want to change a little bit, like if you're struggling to something, I know that change is it's going to be the hardest things you do, especially if you want to become a better person, or if you want to stop drinking, or if you're having an issue and you don't know how to do it. You know, yes, you can change. Only you could change, and it's going to be super hard. And that's the other thing that I want you to know, that you should take it one day at a time. You know, do small changes. Now that I'm being able to be sober for 10 years, at the beginning, it took me 6 months to figure it out. Be like, all right, I could do 6 months. Can I do a year? And one thing that when I quit drinking, I thought I was going to lose a lot of weight because I'm like, oh, okay, I'm going to stop drinking and then I'm going to lose weight because I'm not drinking that much alcohol, not eating much, I'm not drinking that much beer. But one thing that helped me quit drinking was eating sweets. So when I quit drinking, the funny thing is that I actually gained weight. But I was taking it one day at a time. I will be like, all right, I didn't drink today. That's good. Tomorrow is going to be a brand new day, and I need to make the effort not to drink. Or sometimes I will be like, I will have a craving, and then I will drink a non-alcoholic beer or have some peanuts M&Ms. So I'm here to tell you that you could change, only you can change. It's going to be hard, but take it one day at a time. One day at a time. And then if you make a mistake, the next day is a brand new day. Make that day a better day and be better and try to love yourself and take it one day at a time. And lastly, the last thing that I want you to know, one of the most important things that I have learned so far in 10 years is that, you know, don't worry about anybody else. Don't worry about anything else. Only worry about you. And the example that I always give is that, I used to get mad when people would cut me off on the freeway or don't put their blinker. And, I'm here to tell you that I used to follow them. I used to follow them and be like, wanted to see their stupid face and be like, who the fuck are you? And why are you doing this to me? And then that's when I realized that I shouldn't be doing that. Who cares if they cut me off? Maybe they had a bad day. Them cutting me off is not going to change who I am. Somebody having a promotion and not me is not going to change who I am. So I started to realize that nothing else matters, that I shouldn't worry about nobody else. I should not care about anybody else. I should care about me. You know, I do the right thing because that's the thing that I want to do. I want to worry about me. I want to, be better every day. I want to do the right thing every day. If somebody cuts me off, it's okay. Let them cut you off or let them, cut me off. I'm not going to get mad and, follow them and put my life at risk or crash or something because I need to get home. I need to, go home and I need to be okay and I need to be there for my family and I need to be there for my son. So if somebody talks shit to you, okay, who cares? Don't get in a fight because that's going to, you had some plans or the thing is like, don't worry about anybody else. Worry about you. Try to be the best you could be for yourself. For example, nowadays, everything that I do is for my son. When I started, to think about quitting drinking, I started to love myself. Now that I love myself and I take care of myself, I like to eat healthy, I like to exercise. Now I could think about my son too. So everything that I do is for my son. And the funny thing, another example that I want to give you is that, for example, every time I go drop him off, I just put my head down and I think that I'm representing my son. So if somebody cuts me off or there's another parent that is taking forever in the line, I just stay calm. I don't worry about it. Their actions shouldn't affect who I am, what I do. So I just keep calm and everything. So if you're struggling at work and blaming somebody else for your mistakes or thinking that they got a promotion, don't worry. Do your job, do what is expected from you, and everything will be fine. Take care of yourself. Worry about you. Think about you. Don't let anybody else dictate who you are or what you do. Let them say bad words to you. You know who you are. You know that you're good. You know that you're loving yourself. You know that you will succeed. You know that you're going to be good. You know that you're going to be able to change. And you know who you are. And that's pretty much it. As long as you love yourself, you do the right thing, you don't bother anybody, you take care of yourself, I bet you that will help you in whatever you're going through. It's today I'm 10 years sober and it has been one of the best decisions I have made in my life. I am a better person. I am a better dad. I'm a better husband. I'm a better brother. I'm a better uncle. And everything started because I wanted to be better for myself and nobody else. Then that I decided to change. It wasn't easy, but I was able to change. And I take it one day at a time. I decide not to drink every day, but I take it one day at a time. And that's all I could do. And lastly, I just worry about me. I tell my son, don't worry about anybody else, worry about yourself. And I take that, you know, to my, I always think about that too. You know, I try to do the right thing. I try to work hard. I try to provide for my family. And all I could do is try. And somebody cuts me off, it's okay. They had a bad day. If somebody tells me a bad word, it's okay. They had a bad day. I know who I am. And that's pretty much it. So I'm here to tell you that if I was able to change and become a better person, so can you. It has been an amazing 10 more years. It was one of the best decisions I ever made in my life. And if you're watching this for any kind of hope, I'm here to tell you that there is hope. But change is going to be hard. And you should change only because you want to change. Don't change for anybody else because you deserve it, because you want to love yourself, because you want to be better. That's pretty much it. My name is Jose de la Roca. I was an alcoholic. I was a blackout alcoholic. I was on a path of self destruction. I'm pretty sure I made a lot of enemies. I did some stupid shit. And I keep saying that I'm sorry. I was somebody else that I didn't want to be. I was struggling mentally, physically, financially. And to whoever stuck with me, I want to say thank you very much for all your support. If I, did something wrong, I still apologize. I was a blackout drunk, so who knows? And I'm here to tell you that change is possible and only you could change. It will be hard to change, but take it one day at a time and don't worry about anybody else but you. Thank you very much for watching or listening. Goodbye.